So, did Isayama's major death finally happen in Attack on Titan? Anyway, what's up guys, Foxen here. Attack on Titan chapter 105 is out. And boy, this chapter, Isayama really knows how to feed his Attack on Titan fans. So, another juicy chapter this month, just in time for Golden Week here. This time, you got some important mystery answered, as well as the return of a certain beast titan. Unfortunately, at what cost? A certain potato got smashed. But we'll get to that. First things first, the beginning of the chapter. You got the older, bummed out Eren getting on board the blimp. You see Armin helping his little buddy there. Here, take a close look at that hand panel shot. I mean, come on, super symbolic or what? If you want to go even further, just look at the background. Light versus dark. Although really, look at Armin's face. You could tell that he's not too happy. Anyway, quickly following this, you have Levi interacting with this older Eren. Levi still seems to be like his older self. That line about falling into some crap hole, as expected of Levi. Although notice right here, there is some conflict with everyone. You immediately have Levi kicking Eren in the face. I guess some things don't ever change. Years later, Eren is still getting his ass kicked by Levi. Even Levi is making a joke out of it. Although things here quickly get serious. As predicted by some of you, Eren was put under arrest. I mean, you even have these two Survey Corps members holding guns up to him. From the previous festival actions, a good chunk of people did expect Eren to be acting on his own, and to some extent, not to be following the Survey Corps. With this chapter, that has now been confirmed. But let me come back to this. Alright, so probably one of the major things from this chapter. Unfortunately, you got Gabi sneaking on board of the blimp, randomly shooting someone, and it happens to have been Sasha. So about Gabi being hated before, looks like this Gabi hate isn't gonna stop anytime soon. It even did get me pissed off at her for a moment there. As for poor Sasha, I'm just thinking about how this will look in the anime. It's gonna be like 10 times worse and sadder. Although about Gabi, right after she sneaked up and shot someone, I am really surprised that neither Gabi or Falco got instantly shot. And not just shot, like instantly filled with bullet holes. I mean, just look at it from the Survey Corps' point of view. They don't know what the fricking hell is going on. They're obviously going to shoot these guys with guns, and then try to fully address the situation. Meanwhile, you did have that line from Floch about chucking them out the blimp. So screw you, Floch, but that is a good idea. But I'm only joking. Just a bit though. Anyway, as for Sasha being taken out here, what the frigging hell? Why did it have to be her? Why not Floch? And in case you don't know, Sasha was originally supposed to die 4 years back during Attack on Titan Season 2. It would have been during that scene of her helping out that little girl. Sasha ultimately would have failed, been grabbed by the Titan, and perhaps crushed to death. This time, just notice a parallel. Back then, Sasha rescued and gave life back into this young girl. This time, she spared this young girl and died by her hands. I do wonder how people are going to handle this. Are there going to be any overreactions or people causing drama online over this? We'll see. Anyway, as for Eren during this, you actually have Eren crying a bit? What actually hit it for me was Connie confirming Sasha's death. And I was a bit surprised seeing this reaction from Eren. Eren so far seemed to give this impression of being this war-torn, emotionless person. But that seems to be not the case at all. Anyway, next major reveal this chapter. Zeke working with the scouts has been confirmed. Let me just say that I've been saying this for like the past half a year now. Maybe a whole year now. And I've had so many people call me insane, stupid, whatever other insult you could think of. Now here you have it confirmed, but who cares, it doesn't really matter now. What is interesting here is what else is confirmed, specifically that secret Marley spy agent. It turns out that it was just a Zeke fangirl? So yes, that's right, it was not Connie, not the stallion, not secretly Annie. It was this person that admired Zeke, so a potential Zeke lover, some love interest? But perhaps what's more important here is that this newcomer was supposed to be the one that made sure that Jaws and Peak did not get involved. So great job right there. I guess to be fair, it wasn't entirely her fault. Some of the Survey Corps members, for example, could have stayed back and watched. As for some more info about this person, and also a little from Peak, which by the way is another small confirmation that Peak is just alright. She's still totally wrecked, but that Titan regeneration is gonna make her all better. As for the soldier that was wearing that fake beard, turns out she was one of the people sent to Paradise Island 3 years back. So this just has me thinking, how many other soldiers from Marley are also helping out Paradise Island right now? It couldn't have just been her. Anyway, as for Zeke himself, finally getting some more words from him. And I'm freaking loving this little banter between Levi and Zeke. It makes it even more fun seeing their interaction given their special history from the previous arc. Just notice right here how Zeke specifically mentions how they've gathered the Founding Titan and Royal Blood. I think all of this really confirms that Zeke has known some certain Titan past secret from the Beast Titan memories. At the same time, perhaps Eren now has seen something from the past memories too after tasting some delicious WarHammer juices. Which by the way, there still is no confirmation or lack of one about the WarHammer status. I'm still saying 80% chance that Eren has it. Also, another thing to notice here is specifically from Eren about that royal blood. Eren previously held back that information about needing this Titan born from royal blood. That is, to use the coordinate power. He chose not to tell the Survey Corps members or even Hanji about it. But, notice now, from this interaction it seems like that's all out in the open. I'm just wondering, when did Eren inform them about it? Or perhaps more important, what is their plan going forward going to be? Are you going to see the Beast Titan and Eren's Attack Titan fist bump? Then see all the Wall Colossal Titans coming into play here. But anyway, back to Zeke. Just look at this final panel shot of his. Zeke must be thinking, all according to plan. Because really, even if some sort of alliance or truth has been confirmed with the Survey Corps, you still better not fully trust this guy. Keep a close eye on him. I'm talking to you, Levi. Anyway, as for a couple of other things this chapter worth noting. First off, at the beginning of the chapter, you have them mentioning the Garrison group. Now it seems that old Garrison members are in line with the Survey Corps. I'm really just wondering what the hell is going on back home on the island? What happened to the military police and other survey divisions? Did they all just merge? Is everyone just an honorary Survey Corps member? Next up, how about that early celebration flag that they triggered? They talked about how they had 6 deaths total for the Survey Corps, which is practically nothing. Just add +2 to that now, by the way. At the same time, you have Floch mentioning this Eldian Empire. I'm just wondering how many of the others feel the same way as him, trying to fully resurrect this. I mean, is Paradise Island now officially renaming itself as this Eldian Empire? V2 of course. As for the stallion this chapter, you do have a moment from Jean reflecting over all the deaths from this insane battle, or perhaps beginning of a war. And this really just shows how far the stallion has come. Although to serve as a counter, you do have Floch, which doesn't care much at all. His focus is entirely on their victory. As for Connie did have this lovely moment at the beginning hugging his best buddies Sasha and the stallion. Right now, I am just wondering what the relation is to Eren, Mikasa, and Armin now post time skip. Did all of these guys get closer, or did some of them start drifting apart? Next up, Gabi this chapter, before she did a certain something, which I'm really trying to not hate her right now. So this chapter, you do get a better understanding of what's going on in Gabi's head. I gotta say, I was really surprised to see how much thought she actually put into this whole Eldian situation. Gabi pretty much had the goal of showing the world that they were wrong about the Eldians. Unfortunately, now that has all been lost, thanks to this other Eldian group's actions. So from all of this, it was pretty surprising to see. A lot of people have called Gabi the female Eren, but then you get moments like this, which show that isn't the case at all. Gabi wasn't or isn't just this little angry kid running around. That being said, unfortunately Gabi is still only a kid. One who's been brought to believe this Marley propaganda about how the island guys are all some sort of different evil devils. As for Falco, at this time, Falco does have a deeper understanding of why all of this is happening within Marley. which is all thanks to sitting in on Eren's little talk with Reiner earlier on. You can't really discount the warriors' atrocities committed against the Paradise Island Eldians all those years back. Given the present situation, casualties really seemed unavoidable for both sides, especially given Willy's declaration of war on the island. Next up, take a look at this. I really like how you get this close-up shot of the new gun that gives some detail about the new 3D maneuver gear. It seems that these guns have this double trigger mechanism. One's for the gun and the other is for that cable that they launch out. Pretty nice to see the details. As for Falco snaking on board with Gabi, oh Falco, you're still trying to save or protect your dear lovely Gabi. But what's this? Some innocent love in Attack on Titan? You should know way better than that, Falco. I'm gonna call it now. Falco is definitely gonna be taken out trying to protect Gabi in some way. Next up, back to older Eren this chapter. So it seems there is trouble in paradise, quite literally. Right now it's been confirmed that Eren has been working alone to some extent. Eren's actions here force the Survey Corps to come in. I do think that Hanji's line here fully captures their thoughts on this. Previously, the Survey Corps had complete trust in Eren, which he fully knew. What does Eren do? He goes ahead and takes advantage of their loyalty for his goal. And what is the result? Well, you now have this outcome. Marley has practically been destroyed. The WarHammer has been wrecked and very likely captured. What is the cost? Well, the world is all against Paradise Island now. Although to be fair, whether Eren took action in this festival or not, thanks to Willy, they would have attacked anyway. As for Survey Corps casualties, so far you have like under 10? Although really, the only major one has been Sasha. Ouch. And finally, the Survey Corps members have now lost their trust in Eren. Goodbye, good buddies. Now the question is it all justified? Let's just hope this doesn't drag on too long. Although I got a feeling that Armin, Connie, and definitely the Stallion are gonna have some heavy words for Eren coming up. Anyway, as for predictions that came true this chapter. Of course, I mentioned that Zeke ultimately working with the scouts. I still can't believe how many people just got pissed off at the thought when I brought this up. And then you have the second one I called, which was Gabi and Falco getting on board, then getting captured. So hey, Reiner, buddy. Time to return to the island soon. Have fun. But seriously, both of these two getting captured very likely means that the upcoming chapters coming soon are just going to be Paradise Island focused. Gabi and Falco will serve as this Marley perspective. I do see Falco potentially working with them, and maybe even Gabi will change sides too. Who knows? As for the ending of all of this, supposedly nothing within Marley is capable of taking down their floating ride. So next chapter, are we gonna see Eren and the Survey Corps returning to Paradise Island? I do think so. Marley seems to be done. Now, will this Marley arc ultimately end with only one major death for the Survey Corps? Or could someone else be on the chopping block next? What do you think? Anyway, let me go ahead and hear all your thoughts on this. Question of the day. Did you call Zeke working with the Survey Corps? Or are you totally surprised? And then how about Sasha? Did anyone cry a little seeing Potato Girl's final moments? Hopefully Sasha is in a better place now, with a lot of meat. And what do you think about Gabi now? Should they go ahead and pull a Sparta on Gabi? Anyway, definitely give this a colossal thumbs up and subscribe. More Attack on Titan videos are coming, including a follow-up video for this one soon. Also, I am working on a more detailed breakdown for the Attack on Titan Season 3 trailer. Definitely subscribe for more juicy Attack on Titan videos every week, and I'll see you guys later.